Today, we'll show you how to complete a home DNA collection using our easy-to-use collection kit or using your own collection supplies from home. We'll cover techniques that help minimize recollections due to a lack of DNA on the mouth swab. We'll also show you a few tricks on shipping samples like toothbrushes, condoms, earwax, and other items for infidelity testing. Inside your kit, you'll typically receive a client information form. You'll use this form to let us know how you want to be notified of the results. Collection envelopes are included as well. You'll put your DNA specimens inside the appropriate envelope. You'll see your buccal swabs, better known as mouth swabs. You'll use these to swab the mouth of each person being tested. Lastly, included is a return shipping envelope. Use this to ship your sample back to the lab at no additional cost. Let's jump into the steps. First, you'll want to write your names on the swab envelopes. Each person testing will have their own envelope to put their mouth swabs in. It's easier to write on the envelope if you take the cotton swab out of the envelope first. Be sure to use the appropriate envelope for each person tested. For example, the child's envelope for the child, the alleged father's envelope for the alleged father, and so on. Next, you'll want to collect the DNA. Don't worry, this part is easy and painless. Remove one swab from the package and be careful not to touch the polyester tip. Be sure that your mouth is open wide. Insert a swab into the mouth and rub it firmly up and down inside the cheek for a full 30 seconds. Be sure to rotate the swab with efforts to collect cheek cells on the entire swab tip. This helps reduce the need for recollection. Once you've swabbed for 30 seconds, place the swabs directly into the paper envelope labeled for that person. The swab will be wet and will get the envelope wet, but that's completely normal. It will dry within a few hours after the swab envelope is sealed. Contrary to some of your favorite television shows, the laboratory is testing the cheek cells on the swab, not the saliva. Repeat the swab collection process with the remaining swabs in that package for that person. Use 2 swabs on the right cheek and 2 on the left cheek. After both swabs have been used, seal the paper swab envelope labeled for that person. Simply follow these steps for each person being tested. Complete and sign the client information form included with your DNA kit. This form can be emailed to you if you're using your own DNA collection supplies. Lastly, the fantastic thing about using Choice DNA Laboratory is that our test includes free return shipping of your samples to the laboratory. Place all of the collected participant swab envelopes, along with the completed client information form, in the prepaid shipping envelope provided. Seal the shipping envelope securely. Depending on where you're located within the country, we may provide you with a UPS, FedEx, or a United States Postal Service label. Be sure to look at your return envelope and place it in the proper mailing receptacle. When shipping samples back to the lab, always keep a copy of your tracking number so you'll know exactly when we receive the samples and which one of our representatives signs for it. Now for the fun stuff, infidelity samples. For example, undergarments, bed sheets, condoms, and more. We treat these cases with the utmost confidentiality. If you're sending a sample from an undergarment for an infidelity test, please either cut and ship the area you want to be tested or circle the area that you want the lab to test. Please put the sample in the collection envelope we provide or a large enough envelope from your home. Always put DNA samples in a paper envelope. Plastic bags tend to create moisture that deteriorates DNA samples over time. We hope this information helps you complete your collection with ease. Feel free to contact us with questions at 800-219-4362 or by visiting choicedna.com. Have a DNA day.